What up, Bataholics? Welcome to Sunday. It's the afternoon. It's about 3:40 Central Standard Time, wherever I am. I don't know what it is where you are, but welcome to a live hangout show. I am between a few things, and I thought it would maybe be fun to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, just for a little bit of time. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming today. But I do want to mention right up at the very front that this coming Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a live unboxing. It might be just me. It might be with Eric B also. We're going to kind of wait and see, but I'm going to be unboxing that Jokerized bat suit from Prime 1 Studio, 1/3 scale. It's probably going to go right over here next to Joker and Punchline. And so 7 p.m. Central Standard Time this coming Tuesday, please hang out with me there as well. So anyway, I just want to give a shout out to the people that are here and welcome to the show. Again, this is your show. You guys, whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about next level. We can talk about what you thought of that show, what you thought about, because I've done my reactions. I've done my hit or miss, but I want to hear from you guys as well, what you guys thought about that show and just anything that you want to talk about in particular, okay? So 1 6-figure shot is here. What's up, everyone? Thank you for being here. Glad that you're here on the show. We have Eric, Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. Here, hi here. It's almost bedtime. Well, what time is it, Eric, where you are? Because I'm glad it's not bedtime here. I hate Sunday nights. 2:40 p.m. in Canada. Oh, Canada. Thank you for being with me. Terry in the house. Hi from England. Hope you are well. Thank you very much, Terry. I love your Batman 89 right there. The only thing that would have made it better is if it was returns. That's the only thing that would have made it better, my friend. But anyway, hope everything's going well in England. That's awesome. We've got the Ben Cave in the house. Hey, guys, I still haven't recovered from the Alex Ross news. My place is filled with Ross art. Can't wait for this line. Yeah, that was one that I was very intrigued by. Again, I had some insight that was coming. I had not seen anything yet. Some people are still not sure about the likeness, the Superman likeness. I think maybe Kelvin or somebody else had kind of responded to people and said that, it's a realistic take. Obviously, sometimes transferring art. I don't know if I buy that, though, because like if you look at a Jimenez Joker, it looks like a Jimenez Joker. It looks like a Jimenez Punchline. So they can directly translate that into a figure. However, Blitzway likes to do realistic takes, more like real people, which Alex Ross to me is the closest you're going to get. Maybe a Bermejo-ish could have also been the closest to a real person, the way he draws. But I can't wait for Alex Ross. I don't know which ones I would get. I mean, obviously I'd get the Batman one for sure. That's right, Crippler. It's Bataholic time. Absolutely. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you're having a great Sunday or Monday morning, wherever you might be. Kristen Logan, what's up, Cruz? Thank you very much. 22:45, Eric. It's time to go to bed. Time to go to bed. Gilbert Hartman in the house, 22:43 here in the Netherlands. So you guys all have your 22. So you guys must do military time. Eric says 22:43. There you go. Cobra Edits. Hey, Chris, watching from the scorching hot Australia. Oh, I'm sorry it's so hot, man. It's been cold the last couple of days. I'm in my hoodie still. I think it topped out, about, what was it, 45 today? Something like that was the high. Like it was not, or maybe it was 60. I can't remember. 45. Darn, I can't remember what the high was. But anyway, it's been chilly here. Kenneth in the house. Hi to everyone. Thanks for being here, Kenneth. Batman Collector says, really disappointed with the Prime 1 show. We've been asking for a Riddler for years, and all they have is a sketch ready, plus no Hush Catwoman. I had a conversation since the event with Prime 1, and I was just asking, are those things that they had teased, are they still coming? And they really have put a pause on the DC stuff. They're really interested in going forward with all of the stuff that they showed. I will tip my hat to them that they had a really nice variety, without question. They really did. And I think that is what they're wanting to do forward, moving forward. Obviously, I think that, some things weren't selling, so they're having to pivot and look at other licenses and things like that. I think at the end of the day, we will see those DC pieces, but there's not a really big giant push for them. I know that they know that we're still out there, though. And so I think we're gonna have to look through some of the other companies for some of our DC stuff, which is unfortunate. I mean, like I said, I think those things are still going to continue to trickle out, but it's not going to be their priority moving forward, which is just, it's sad, because I think Prime One is the best in the business at it. But maybe somebody, I mean, this gives, if Prime One steps back, this gives another company a chance to step forward. You know what I mean? And have a piece of that pie. So it's going to create more opportunity, in my opinion. Justice Line is pretty exciting. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see. Question: do you think Prime One is going to do the 1/4 Hush Ivy? I think it would be really stupid if they don't. I feel like those Hush designs are so beloved and hard to get in certain cases, and so I think it would just be, again, printing money to do that piece at quarter scale. However, it will be a pricey quarter scale because the base on her is really quite large. However, if they shrunk her down, kind of like they did with the Batman, and man, I don't know if you guys saw there was a photo. Let me see if I can find it real quick. In my group here, there was a photo showing Superman 3rd scale next to the Superman quarter scale, and it was jarring to see how small the quarter scale looks. Let me throw this up here on the screen real quick for you guys, because I was pretty shocked. Hold on just one moment. All right, there it is. Okay, so look at this. Isn't this is going to be insane, right? Let me get rid of the banner. Like, it's just crazy. The difference in size between the quarter scale there and Superman. And I don't know if you look real carefully, but like behind that, you can kind of see some binary and a couple of black cats. It is believed that could possibly be the Hush back there, the Hush Catwoman. I did talk to the creative director, and they said that one is printed but not painted. So I don't know where they're at with that process. But again, they're not in a rush to do a lot of this DC stuff. And again, with the Superman, they already had the file done. They already had it done for the most part, although I think it was super smart that they shrunk the base down a bit. I think that was just incredibly smart of them to do that. So anyway, I thought that was an interesting photo to see the size difference. It's pretty, like I said, it's pretty shocking. Pretty shocking. Batby says, happy Sunday, Chris. Bummed about not seeing Hush Catwoman. I never even saw the renders of her. There's not been renders. There's just been a photo of her base with a cat that I think either Kelvin released or maybe John Pham. But she's still coming according to Prime One. Just unboxed Prime One Catwoman last night. Are you talking about do you have the Bermejo Catwoman? Let me know which one you got. Ben Hizzle says, hi, Chris. I just hope Prime One hasn't dropped the 3/1/4 scale Dark Knight Return statues. They're the ones I want. Again, in talking with him yesterday, it sounds like all those projects are still coming. Again, it's just there's not a priority to bring them out. And who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with that? But I still think they're going to come. Gilbert says, a question: what will the price be for the first Megan statue? That's 3rd scale. So I would think at the very least $1,200. Even though she's small, I still feel like she'd probably be around the $1,200 price point. But we'll see. Got a swarm of bees on my hot tub in my backyard, thousands upon thousands. That sucks. I'm really sorry about that. That is awful. I'm guessing you're not going to be using the hot tub tonight. Dylan Hicks in the house. Hey, Dylan. Thanks, everybody, for joining me again. If you would do me a favor, just take a second to hit the like button. As I always say, I'll wait. But like right here is the like button, somewhere in this area here. So I would love to have you hit the like button. That helps other people find the content. Ghostbuster says, hey, Chris, love the 1/2 Keaton Batman. If I didn't already have the 1/3 on pre-order, I would get it, I think. Still want a Returns 1/3. Come on, Prime One. I think there was a Returns one in the planning, but again, the people in charge at Prime One are not interested in future DC projects like that. So I think that we will not be getting a returns one, even though I think that they wanted to do one. I think the return suit is more popular. So again, it's just another example. They already had the Batman made, so it's cheaper just to bring it to life without having to pay an artist to do another render. You know what I mean? But here, bottom line, cancel it. Cancel the 1/3 if you don't mind, and get the if you want the half, get the half. You could do that. Prime One knows they're the best company. They were touting that several times during the showcase. I think that they are a generally beloved company. They put out really amazing product. I absolutely love everything in my collection that I have. It's just one of those things where I can understand from a business standpoint why that they are doing what they're doing. If things are not selling, if they're super low edition sizes on a Batman, let's say, they have to look at their bottom line and say, well, we're not making as much money as we used to. Where can we make the money? Let's get a license like Megan. Let's do a John Wick. Obviously, a lot of the video game stuff. Although the thing that does bother me a bit is sometimes they say, well, these anime pieces are selling really well, but then you look at the edition sizes and they're small too. So I feel like there's some truth to some of it. But obviously, that's not me as a buyer, but I know there's a lot of people out there that love manga, that they love anime. They love all of the video game stuff. So I'm not their target audience anymore. I think originally when Prime One started, I was their target audience. People like me, in my mid 40s. But I think that's probably pivoted just a little bit, because a lot of those other things are way more popular these days. Which goes back to my video today. If you guys watch my video about toys today, it's a very similar idea. It's like, well, we're the only ones collecting this stuff, and we're getting older and older. And, there's a new generation that's coming through that's not collecting, or if they are, they're collecting, Dragon Ball Z stuff or Pokemon or anime stuff. Like it's just a different group of people, right, that they're targeting. Did you happen to discuss anything about the half scale Michael Keaton? It seems like such an interesting choice, seeing the edition size for the third was so shockingly low. Again, Eric, I really think it comes down to they didn't have to resculpt anything. They literally just made it bigger. So I think them not changing anything on him, and maybe there might be small tweaks. We don't know. We've just seen the little teaser like everybody else. But I think that's probably why. I would imagine the edition size is also going to be even smaller than the 1/3. You can mark my words on that. Spaceman is here. Prime One stepping back might be the best thing that happens for the DC line, but I really hope they can iron out the issues. Still really excited for their Godzilla -1/1/4 scale diorama. And again, in talking with their creative director yesterday, he was touting that piece. Like he was saying like how good the reaction's been to that piece. And so, if there's more excitement in one genre, of course, that's the way they're going to pivot. That's the way they're going to go. It just makes sense to me. And I do hope that maybe they step back from the DC line a little bit, because I think they were putting out a lot of things that, that certain collectors would want. Again, I don't know how well their metal line has sold. God bless them, though. They've been extremely consistent on bringing that line to completion, which is what they did with the Arkham line for quite some time. I just don't know how much interest there is in metal. It seems like an odd choice to me when you could do a classic Riddler, or at least like a Hush Riddler or Hush Catwoman, or some of these other characters that they have not done. Clayface, Man-Bat, Ra's al Ghul, Dr. Hugo Strange, Firefly. Like, bring us some of those characters before you give us a Lobo, Batman who, what was it? I don't even remember what this tagline was now. I think it's going to be a cool piece, but like, who wants that? I think there's a very small amount of collectors that do. Hey, Chris, Lane Kramer's in the house. Hope you're doing good this Sunday. Was kind of on the showcase. Really nothing caught me, minus the Godzilla -1. And I don't even know how to, Gurren Lagann. I don't know. The 3 character statue. Was that the one they showed first? That diorama was cool. And again, I think Lane is younger than me, and so like this stuff right here, like I don't get any of that. Like I don't understand it. I don't know anything about it. And so again, it's smart that Prime One is targeting people that want to collect those. James is in the house. Hey, Chris. Thank you very much, James. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Terry was very disappointed that Keaton Bats was 1/2. Wish it was 1/4, but really looking forward to the 1/4. Oh man, that would have been pretty neat to do a quarter scale. I think that would have probably sold pretty well for them. That's a good point. Is the Superman 1/4 underscaled? I don't know. I mean, again, you look at something like this, it's probably more in line with what a real premium format is, because that Superman was so big that I would imagine that they know what they're doing. But I think that's probably more true to a real quarter scale. But it is shocking to see them side by side like that, because Superman does look, I mean, the quarter scale does look really tiny. But I'm sure it'll be fine in people's collections. Liam says, I have been obsessed with the black and white Batman statues ever since I saw them on your channel. Thank you very much, Liam. Again, they're a lot of fun, and I feel like they're not only fun to collect, but they're also really fun to put all together. I think that's when they're the best. Like one by themselves is okay, but seeing people's collection where they've got like 50 of them all together, like it looks really cool. We got Godzilla -1 and Hush Superman are mine. Riddler was the last villain I wanted. Everyone complains how statue companies keep making Batman statues, yet Alfred with an ES of only 500 is still available. Again, like there are things that we want. I think people would rather have a Riddler than an Alfred. So I feel like there is a pecking order. Did I order Alfred? Yes, because that's probably the only Alfred we're ever going to get. But at the same time, I think that there are characters that people would rather us have or rather put in their collection over an Alfred, even though I want an Alfred, even though I want a Gordon standing on top of the rooftop with the smoke billowing off to the side and his trench coat. I want that. But, it is what it is. But again, I do know that Prime One, some of the things that they've told me, I know that they have things coming that are very exciting. But we also have companies like Legendary Beast who has things. I think they're going to give us a traditional Riddler. I think they're going to give us that more Hush Riddler. You better believe that Tweeterhead's going to come out with a 1/3 scale bust. You just know that they're going to do stuff like that. They've teased a whole bunch of pieces. I'm going to actually have a chance to show you guys some in hand here in the next couple of weeks. So, that's exciting. So if you're not seeing what you wanted at the Prime One event, you're going to probably see it from other companies here real soon. JWR, hey, what's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. I'm so excited for the 1/4 Hush Batman. Hope Dan's okay, Chris. Yeah, there was just a death in the family on his family side. I don't want to get into it too much, but he's okay. He is okay. Just been a run of bad luck here lately. Houghton in the house, how's it going, Jeff? Hope you're doing great. I was disappointed about the no-show, the Batman Catwoman Phantasm piece. I'm guessing that one might be in mothballs. That is the one I specifically asked Johnny Matsumoto about that piece, and he said that all of those are still coming. Okay, all of those are still coming. Just not a big rush. She's Kojin Works piece is probably $1,800 plus Voldemort was over $2,000. That's correct. I forgot about that. So it might be. I said $1,200 earlier. It might be more because that was a special company piece. That's true. I thank you for bringing that up. Mabnastic. I hope I said that right. Thank you very much, Brotherhood member. Did you change your name? Have you always been Mabnastic? I feel like that's a new name. Godzilla piece stood out to me. Love the movie, and they recreated my favorite scene perfectly. There you go. Man, that thing's going to be a space eater, though. Hit that like button, Chris. I don't see a notification about the show today. Not sure why, but I do appreciate very much you guys tuning in. We've got 86 people watching right now without a notification. So thank you guys for stumbling upon the show. Can't thank you guys enough for hanging out again. I just thought it'd be interesting to talk a little bit about what we saw at the next level, because during the show we're reacting live, but we don't really have a chance to talk about it. And by after the 3-hour mark, we're pretty tired. And so anyway, I just thought it'd be fun to pop on just for a little while today and talk about some of this stuff. We got Kim in the house. Hey, Kim, hope you're having a great weekend. Half scale is such an odd scale. I'd much prefer them to do some life-size busts or prop replicas. I don't like half scale. I just feel like it's odd, but some people love it. Some people love it. Gilbert, hit the like button if you like DC, Marvel, Star Wars. Again, thank you guys so very much. I can't thank you guys enough for being here. I can't thank you enough for hitting the like button. Again, we are, I was just checking today. We've had just insane amount of growth here on the channel. We are at, right now, as recording this, we're at 92,859 subscribers and growing. It's really taken off since we got to 50K. And so it's just awesome. I can't thank you guys enough. We're gonna get to 100K. We're gonna get there, which has been my dream for the last nearly 8 years. And so I can't thank you guys enough for being part of this channel, for being not only that, but being a positive part of this channel. This group of people, you guys watching, and in the Facebook groups and Instagram, you guys continue to be a positive driving force in this this community. Again, just thank you guys. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. Yeah, you guys mean everything to me. So thank you. Hi, Chris. What would you change if you could do the Batcave all over again? I want to take tips from you as I have a new space soon. I might have made the back shelves a little bit deeper if I was going to do it again. I probably would have embedded the LEDs instead of doing like the strips. I probably would have just done regular lights. I probably would have redone that. But I do like the fact that I could turn the colors on. So that's, it is what it is. Also, instead of doing the bottom shelves open, I might have done like a stair step kind of out into the room, and then maybe done some sort of built-in U-shape for the center. I still might do that. But overall, I'm really happy with it. Just know that it takes time. it takes a lot of time and a lot of money. And again, thank you to everybody. I just want to thank again. I know I'm being a little sappy here, but I just want to thank everybody again that's done all of the super chats over the last year or PayPal donations, because that rolled back into helping this dream become a reality. And so I'm still paying this room off. It's still going to take a while. But again, it's all thanks to you that you had just a giant help in making this room get finished. So thank you guys again for everything you've done. Bat Beast, my daughter Nora was bummed. I love that your daughter's name was Nora. Was bummed about the Hush Catwoman 2. We've been reading the comic and she was pumped to see it. So I think we will see it. I just don't think it might just pop up randomly someday. It might not be at a next level event. Love that her name's Nora. That's awesome. Hi, Nora, if you're watching. Rob Stealth says, hey, Chris, how's it going, dude? The size difference is insane on the Supe's Hush. Love the Horizon Zero Dawn stuff they showed. Yeah, she was the one with like the painted face and stuff. I thought she looked really good. Again, like it's not anything I know about. It's like not my cup of tea as a Batman dude, but I love art and I can appreciate art no matter what it is. And so that I really appreciated the artistry of that piece. The Matrix, Neo, John Wick, and Dune Part 2 are all on my radar. I think all of those are going to be really good. I mean, we haven't seen the Dune one yet, but I think they're all going to be really popular. Which again is smart business. I mean, it's smart, but it's Blitzway doing it. It's not Prime One doing it. That's the thing. Is like Blitzway is using Prime One's license, right? But I feel like right now Blitzway is maybe even a little bit more on fire than Prime One. I like the trailer for the new Transformers 1 movie. I don't know if I've seen the trailer. Is it a new one coming out? Once Godzilla -1, Riddler, Hush, Superman 1/4, and Batman Who Laughs Bust are put up for pre-order. My collection is done until Prime One releases their Mortal Kombat line. You're not done. You're not done. Yeah, I'm always amazed you guys come and say, I'm done. You're not done. There's no done. It's very difficult to be done. I'm just giving you a hard time. It's if you need to be done, be done. But it's so hard. I mean, we've been talking about it all week, with the Chester stuff. It's like it's hard to be done because there's always going to be stuff that interests you, right? There's always going to be stuff that comes out. And so I hear it from collectors all the time. It's like, I was out and then they pulled me back in with this piece, and then they pulled me back in with this piece. It's hard. It's hard to be done, you know, but I get it. It's always nice to have an in-game objective. Hell, if I don't have one, I don't ever have an in-game. Squirebot, anime and video games are way more appealing to me, but I can't afford any of them regardless. I'm just watching from the sidelines, and that's okay. That's the fun thing. It's nice. It's refreshing when there's nothing you wanted. You know, it's like you look at your wallet and you're like, thank God there wasn't anything this week that I wanted to buy. There's been shows in the past where there was like 15 items. I'm like, crap, you know? It's like, darn it. But right now, like my wallet was pretty safe, other than maybe a couple pieces. So I felt pretty good about this show, actually, from my wallet perspective. From an entertaining value and an excitement value, not as much. Despite wisdom, the Prime 1/4 Batman is going to make me cancel my Tweeterhead Batman 2.0 pre-order. But keep in mind that Tweeterhead is a different scale. So if you're collecting, 5th scale, 6th scale stuff, I wouldn't necessarily cancel, but that Prime 1 Batman is going to be awesome. Marty, good evening from the Czech Republic. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. Uh-oh. Brad Ladner says you should take a day off. I was going to say, what is Brad going to say? Brad, hope you're having a great Sunday, my friend. And yes, I should take a day off. Should I call in sick tomorrow? Justin Racklin says, again, another Brotherhood member. Thank you. Hi, Chris. Just got my bat box this afternoon. Thanks so much. I love the original artwork. That's awesome. Well, yes, I hope my scribbles didn't offend too much. But yeah, I'm looking to continue to retool the bat boxes and add more stuff. So I hope you liked everything in there. And again, I can't thank the members enough that are part of that membership tier. The bat crazy, I can't say here on YouTube, but anyway, thank you guys again. You guys are the sole driving force of this. And so again, thank you very, very much. Are you really, Lane? And oh, by the way, Justin, I'm just glad it got to you. Okay. Lane says, no, I'm 46, Chris. Oh, okay. 20 years ago. It's older anime. Okay. I don't know why I thought, Lane, you were a lot younger. I'm still little. I'm 47. I'll be 48 in June, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, Lane, that's cool to know. Everybody's saying hello to Kim. We got Emmanuel in the house. Hey, Chris, did you notice the seam line on the shoulder of the Alex Ross Superman? I did not. I need to go back and watch. Thank you. Well, let me check it out. That's cool. That's cool to know that it's an older deal. Wow, Spaceman gifted 1 Batman statue collector membership. Thank you very much, Spaceman. That's so nice of you. That's really cool. It looks like Liam got it. Maybe did Liam get it? That's really cool. It's so cool that you guys could gift a membership. So thank you very much for doing that to other members. That's so cool. I love that part of the community. It's so awesome. So everybody give Spaceman a like. That's awesome. Thank you very much. That's fantastic. And again, welcome to the Brotherhood. Thank you. Hi, Chris. Where do you think your collection will go by the end of the year? The bad thing is it's slowed down, which I think is why I'm doing all the original art. It's been a joy. I've got a spoiler video to show you guys. I've got a spoiler coming up. But some of you already know about this, but I did get an original piece of art this last week. I won an auction. Original Lee Bermejo. I'm so excited. I've ordered the mat, and I'm buying the frame this week. How cool is that, right? So I am selling this one. If anybody's interested, this is a original Tony Daniel. So I'm trying to recoup some of the funds. So I do have this one available for sale if anybody's wanting it. It's expensive. It's this one was $1,200 plus I think $16 shipping, I think. If anybody's interested. So yeah, I'm really excited about that, Libermejo. So that that's kind of where the direction's going, is more toward original art. Again, thank you very much, Spaceman. Thank you. Ghostbusters Plus Collectors gifted us $4.99 in a super chat. Thank you very much. Again, the super chats are so appreciated. Thank you guys very much. It means the world to me. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it. If they did an Alfred with young Bruce hugging him, oh man, I would. I know this is kind of sad and sick, but I would love to have an alleyway diorama with Bruce on his knees and his parents in the alley. I think that would make a really cool diorama. I think this would make a really cool diorama. Again, Brad's had some really good ideas. Are you sure you want to go into the gelato business? I mean, are you sure you don't want to do more like, manufacture statues with me? I mean, we could come up with some really good ideas, I think. But that would be an awesome one. I would love that. Good ideas, Brad. I watched several reaction videos after I saw your live. Yours is by far the best because of you and the Rogues' personalities. Your show just tells it well. And thank you guys. There was a lot of different YouTube shows watching along. And I have not had a chance to go back and watch those. I try to check in on, the other shows or pop in where I can, but like doing this channel full time, it's hard to do everything. Or be everywhere everywhere I want to be. But at the same time, I know that we had a great audience. We had Prime One pop in, which I think that might be the very first time that Prime One's ever popped in. It was Shay, who was one of the directors. She does the videography, that puts the presentation together. And the fact that she popped in to check in with us, I thought that was really awesome. Because we just have never had that interaction. And so that was really cool. But we have just such a cool group of guys. And again, all those other shows have really great guys as well. But these are guys I know personally. These are guys that have been in the trenches with me for a long time. They've become some of my best friends. And, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel so blessed to have them as part of our team here. Because that's all we are, is just friends hanging out. And then when all you guys, I mean, we have 100 friends right now that are hanging out with me. And the other night we had like 320 friends hanging out. Like that is the best thing in the world, is when the community can come together and just hang out. Like that night we had popcorn and drinking some beverages. Like we just enjoyed what we love. And that I'm just glad that resonates with you guys. I'm really glad, because that's what I wanted. When I started doing this, when I started doing groups and different things, I was certainly not the first one to do it. There was a lot of really great channels and people ahead of me coming out and doing this. But I am proud that I've helped grow the community through the last nearly 8 years. And so it means a lot to me that you guys joined us. So thank you. It was refreshing that Prime One shows from some love for some other IPs other than Batman. And I think, Jojo, you're going to see more. You're going to see less and less DC, more and more other IPs, which is exciting. The Lobo medal is insane. Do you think Jason Momoa will play him in the movie? You kill it as Jack Sparrow. It's so good. Yeah, no Jack Sparrow super chats tonight, guys. No. None of those. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Chris, cool show. Thank you very much, Cesar. Jack Burton says, "Hey Chris, hope you're well, mate. Watched you from the UK for a while. Wouldn't it be great if we had Penguin, Roz, and Riddler for the Arkham line? It would have been great. Especially at the time, I would have bought them all. I'm still amazed that they would do like an Azrael instead of one of those characters. But it is what it is. They made some weird decisions, I think, but I loved that line. I still have 3 or 4 pieces from it." Scott Gray says, "Saw the Godzilla movie at the Shinjuku. Is it Shinjuku? Right? Shinjuku. And I think that's where Prime One store is. Theater where originally premiered. Lifelong memory, and that piece will be a day one pre-order." That's awesome, Scott. I gotta know how to pronounce these cities, because I'm going to Japan next year. You're guessing the price of the giant Transformers piece. I say 10 grand. Despite the hobby supposedly dying, these companies are making super expensive pieces. I think that they're making super expensive pieces at super low edition sizes because they know that there's a certain chunk of people that are going to buy it. But I'm also hearing a lot of collectors say to some of these giant pieces that would normally buy them in the collecting community, like some of these other channels, Art, Flankster, some of these other guys, like even they're saying, nope, I'm not going to be able to do that piece. So I don't know. Like, I don't know who the buyer is for that. It's insane. John says, I also collect sci-fi and the Predator and Aliens. With a name like John Connor, you're gonna collect sci-fi? Kidding, of course. What else would you collect, right? Alien XL announcements were nice. P.S. I wonder if Prime 1 will make a 1/2 Pfeiffer Catwoman. I think that would be really smart if they did. I think, God, that piece would have so much presence. It really would. There was a $2,000 Voldemort statue. It's not Voldemort. It was just Snape. I think they were talking about Snape. Yeah. Snape is the one I think what they meant. Like you said, I think that Prime 1 is getting away from DC comic pieces because they're not selling as well. I thought the content shown was good. Love the Alex Ross reveal. And again, I think we're still, again, if you're just joining me, I did have conversations post this event with Johnny, and he flat out said, it's like, those pieces are still going to be coming. Those pieces we didn't show are still coming. Just that there's no priority. There's no priority right now for DC. It is all of these other exciting franchises. They're wanting to hook people with these other licenses, and it's smart. Again, it's very smart businesses because it's smart business sense, because if you can hook people, if you can get people excited where they're like, another Batman, another Wonder Woman. Well, here you go. Here's an awesome John Wick. Here's some The Boys. Now, some of these things are going to sink and swim. We saw, the Blue Beetle, like they canceled that piece. Like they're trying to capitalize on something that might be popular, but Blue Beetle tanked or whatever, so they scrapped the piece. And so they're going to have pieces that they're going to scrap. I guarantee it. But if you have established pieces, which I think that's smart, if you maybe not what's the newest trend, but if you hook people on things that are already established and already popular, I think it's good business. I plan on ordering both 1/4 Hush pieces. That's awesome, Houghton. Do you have the 3rd scale versions? That Godzilla -1 piece just moved its way up to my #1 anticipated piece. So again, and he mentioned that specifically. He said there's a giant buzz around that piece. And so that's smart, right? Because is there a giant buzz around that Dark Knight's Metal Lobo that they teased? Nope. And like I did a reaction video. I think it had like 300 views on it compared to the other ones that had many more. So that tells me too, like people are just not interested in those metal pieces. There's going to be a small pocket. But this right here, people are talking about. And that's what Prime 1 wants. Have you talked to Jeff? He looked so conflicted by the end. He is conflicted. To be honest, I think he's probably still leaning more toward the 3rd scales that he's already had pre-ordered. I think that's kind of where he was leaning at the time. You're going to need a more than a coffee table. Midnight Dip. Hey, Chris, what do you think of the price point will be on the 1/4 scale Hush Batman and Superman? Again, in my opinion, I'm going to shoot for $1,100 to $1,300 is what I'm guessing right now. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm guessing $1,100 to $1,300. Because I think they know they can get it. Since I don't foresee a company making statues that I want, like Buffy, Anna from the 2019 Anna and Blue-Eyed Samurai, I may learn how to sculpt so I can create my own statues. Well, great idea. I mean, yeah, learn ZBrush. It's awesome. It probably is. I mean, but that's the thing is like these artists that are doing it, they started out just like they started out just like me and you. Like they took a class. I know like Daniel Bell offers some classes and stuff, so take a class. Yeah, Blitzway is on a roll for sure. I would love it if Prime 1 did statues based on the 1960s TV show. Would it interest you? Probably not me. I would appreciate them, but I probably wouldn't want them. I ordered the Blitzway quarter scale Rocky statue, and I can't wait to get it. I missed out on the Rocky Part 2 one they made years ago. Yeah, I think the new one looks great. Really good likeness. As the Batman guy, need your advice. Is the 1/4 scale Hush good enough to be the only Batman piece I will own? I think it absolutely could be. It is certainly iconic. I mean, does it get much more iconic than Jim Lee or Frank Miller? And so if you want a true to life comic book piece come to life, that's going to be your piece. If you're a 1/4 scale. Now, again, Sideshow has some great 1/4 scales that they've done over the years that could also be a quintessential Batman piece. But I think I think your 1/4 Hush could absolutely be your Batman in your collection without question. Hey Chris, watching Star Trek motion picture. Great, that's awesome. Good movie. I've come to terms with not ever being done. Pushing 100 pieces at this point. Quoting Michael from Godfather. Just when I thought I was out, I was pulling me back in. Yeah, Blitzway gave me more Godfather, or give me more Godfather. It's hard because this stuff is so tempting. It's just good stuff. JWR. I told you, no super chats for Jack Sparrow. Maybe some Sparrow if you're feeling up to it. Just makes me laugh and joy every time. Appreciate all you do. Again, thank you, JWR, for the super chat. That was so kind of you. My throat's a little bit gone today, but let's see. I'll try to read this next one here. Neil says, this is much better than working on a Monday morning, mate. Didn't see anything that interests me in the reveal. Money saved. And bloody hell, yeah, it is. It is nice, mate. Sorry. Good quote, Chris. Thank you very much. Again, JWR, hopefully that was... Again, thank you for the super chat. Sticks and Stones, love. We're going to go to Tortuga. We're not. When we go to Tortuga, we're going to get the Black Pearl. Right. Steven, what do you think of what the price will be for the Prime 1 Alex Ross line? That Superman is my favorite I've seen. I think that they would be really smart if they could do it $800-900. If they could, it's simple. It's simple what it is. Simple basis, $800 or $900 is what I'm shooting for. Thank you, Spaceman. Thank you. You guys are probably talking about the Liber Mejo, so thank you guys. I hope you're going to do a very special show for the 100K. It's a huge deal. It has to be an epic celebration with a killer giveaway for your fans. Man, what could I give away? Yeah, I definitely want to do something for sure, without question. Jimmy G in the house. Hey, Jimmy G. I know this guy right here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be a part of it, but Jimmy G is doing a show, I think, next Friday, right? Next Friday on his channel. XM Studios is going to be on there. So, whether I'm on there or not, definitely tune in. And hopefully they'll be able to ask some of those hard-hitting questions about, like, what's the hang-up on some of these pieces not coming out. Smash that like button. Thank you very much, Ghostbusters Plus Collector. Really appreciate that, guys. And again, we have 100 people watching. Thank you guys so very much. This is awesome. Sup, Jimmy? I would consider it. I hate that scale, but I think I'm going to be real happy with my Keaton 1/3. With the Prime 1 DC slowdown, do you think we're at least safe for the Ross Trinity? Oh yeah, that's 100% done. Yeah, those are coming. If they previewed it here, those are coming. They already have it sculpted. It's coming. Those three at least. I don't know if they'd go any further than that, but those three for sure. Every time I watch Rogues and hear Jeff Morris and Matt Martin's voice, I think of the movie Deliverance. Well, they're definitely on the southern East Coast. So they're a little twang to them. I love it. I love their twangs. Chris, you and Brad go into business together to make statues. Sadly and unfortunately, DC would probably be your supervillain. I think it's not just DC. I think it's really Warner Brothers. In dealing with the companies and talking with the companies, I think that is really the arch enemy of us all is Warner Brothers, in the restrictions on what you can and can't do as a statue company. Everybody's saying hello to Kim. My only current DC piece is Prime 1 1/3 scale Hal Jordan. It's incredible, great piece. I'm really glad they decided to keep it in the line. I think it's one of their best paint jobs. I loved it. I think the green, it just really pops so well. Striker, happy Sunday to you, man. My bank account is still cursing me out with some of these great pieces during that time. One I'm assuming that during Prime 1, John Wick and Kane full movie set have for me. I think that's one of the highlights of the show. So I'm not surprised that you're wanting that. It's really good. Any guesses on what the cost might be for the Godzilla diorama? I don't know. I don't know what the cost of the King Kong diorama was. Like there was the King Kong on one side, Godzilla on the other. I think it'll probably be around that same price point. Why do you honestly think the people that have the 1/3 Hush Batman and Superman are so salty about the new 1/4 pieces? Like, I'm not salty. I could care less. I think it's awesome. They're both different enough. I think that was smart because, like, my version has the bats, right? The 1/4 scale doesn't have the bats. Superman has the extra base, and there's various things about it. So they did tweak it enough. But I don't understand why people would be salty. Like, it's like you make a choice. If you want to sell your 1/3 to get the 1/4 scale, do it. There's still demand for those pieces. I mean, Superman's incredibly difficult to get. Batman Hush Batcave. The only thing that makes me salty is that it probably will have less of a leaning issue than mine does, because mine does have a leaning issue. Waiting for an Arnold Dutch from Predator. 1/4 Hush will be more expensive than 1/3 because it's a different time. I mean, you're right. I mean, everything's more money. Good evening. My bank account is still cursing me out after those incredible pieces from Prime 1. Oh, yeah. Gotcha, Striker. Yep. How tall do you think the half-scale 89 Batman will be? I do not know, Scott. I don't know in the top of my head. I don't know the general height of half-scales. You said no Sparrow after I already said that's all right. There's always room for Sparrow, right? But yes, that was awesome as always. Hello, welcome to the show, Legendee SC. If you want Jack Sparrow impression, find yourself an Englishman from Southeast England who drinks a lot. That's right. Why is the rum always gone, mate? I wish to see more original characters for DC instead of alternative universe Batmans. Exactly. I think that's what we all want. I do. And again, this is just some insight that I've had from the companies. I think that the companies, when they give you a license, they're like, this is what we want you to push. This is what we are selling currently. So we want you to make this currently. And I think that, if they want to keep the licenses and things like that, I just think that, it's frustrating for us as a collector, but I think sometimes they are beholden to it. But yeah, Clayface 1/4, come on. I've said it before. If Prime 1 makes a 1/3 POTC line, there goes my budget. If Blitzway does a Barbosa, Jack Sparrow, Davy Jones, Elizabeth Swann, I would get them all. I would get all of those in 1/3 scale, every one. Hi, Chris. I wanted to comment about something from Weta, but what I have to share is too long for to send to you guys. Chris, I will Gmail you and give you the 411. Okay, thank you. I appreciate the email. Hey, Georgia is in the house. Hi, where do you display your black and white statues? They're on the bookshelf, the secret bookshelf into the Batcave. I paid $1,100 for my 1/3 Hush Batman. I bet the 1/4 will be $1,200. Yeah, I'm still guessing around that price point. What did I say? $1,100 to $1,300, I think is what I said. Evening, Chris. Do you think Prime 1 shelved Hush Catwoman? No. She's printed. But I was told that she wasn't painted yet. But so she's still coming. She's still coming. She has not been shelved. Rogman 83. So we were just talking about Captain Jack Sparrow, mate. And here you go, right there. There's my skull and crossbones. Savvy. Have you had heads up about the Ross piece? Did you know that there was no Reeve Superman coming? I don't know that there's not a Reeve Superman coming. I think a lot of people speculated, incorrectly on the interwebs, but I would not be surprised if there was a Reeve Superman. So when I talk about, I have heads up on some of these pieces. I had heads up about the Ross pieces 7 or 8 months ago. But I don't know. I never know when they're going to be shown or what they're going to look like. I just know things are coming sometimes. But I'm really good at keeping the secrets. I'm really proud of myself for that one because that one was hard to sit on. I had no idea that Daniel Bell offers a class. Yeah, as I was gonna say, he offers a lot of classes. A lot of these artists, just follow them on YouTube, different places. They have a lot of really great content where they show you how to draw. Like David Finch shows you how to draw Batman. Just look for these artists. John Ronaldo says, "Hi Chris, I want to mention that 1/4 John Constantine is a must-have for me. As for Kane, he looks great. Maybe he might look great to 1/4 Bruce Lee. I think those all looked really good to me. I was really impressed. Just watch this YouTube 80s Justice League 2 minutes AI video with the all 80s. Yeah, the AI videos like are really creepy, but they're really kind of fun to watch. If Prime 1 got the Spawn license, it would be in serious trouble. Some of the characters would look sick in statue form. It'll never happen, but that would be cool. Outside the hopes for a good Riddler, what kind of DC pieces are you looking for next, or any IPs outside DC you might make an appearance on yourself? So again, I just mentioned it. Pirates of the Caribbean for me would definitely be on that list. But after Riddler, I want a Ra's al Ghul, and I know that Legendary Beast is making that character. Clayface, and I believe Legendary Beast is going to be making that character. So where Prime 1 is going to have big slack for me, other companies are going to swoop in, and I think it's going to be really exciting for sure. New Deadpool and Wolverine trailer tomorrow. I saw that little teaser. That'll be awesome. Can't wait to see that. Hi, Chris. Hopefully Sideshow will get on that Riddler boat and propose something awesome. We have a Penguin, a Two-Face, a little Sideshow Riddler would be awesome. I do agree with that. Again, I've got some stuff to share with you guys soon. I'm just going to leave it at that. I got some stuff. Afternoon, Chris and all. Thank you, Frederick, for being here. It's good to have you back on the show. Has a company ever made Hush character from Gotham? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm sorry. Keaton 1/3 should be about 3 feet plus base. So, I mean, yeah, the half scale. Are you talking about the half scale? It's big. Hey, Jimmy G back with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. Prime 1 killed it on Friday. I'm getting the Prey Predator and Matrix Neo. What are you getting, Chris? From that show, me personally, I'm going to get the Alex Ross Batman. That's a no-brainer for me. I'm wanting to see more of the Riddler, but really those are the only two things that really truly said I have to get. Yeah, I mean that was it for me. There was a lot of cool stuff I liked, but again, my wallet's safe. Thank God. But again, all my money is going to go to Legendary Beast. It's all going to go to those third scales they're making. That's where I'm planning on saving for those pieces. How many statues do you have that have parts signed? I think Dan had some about to join that unique crowd. So I've got my third scale Bane signed by Finch. I've got my Joker Batman diorama signed by Fabok. I can't remember. Oh, I've got my Catwoman piece signed by Bermejo. Jim Lee briefcase on Poison Ivy signed. I've got my Jim Lee Batman Hush signed on one of the bats. I've got my Detective Comics 1000 signed by Fabok. I don't have anything signed by Jimenez yet. He's on my list. I'm hoping to get Frank Miller signed the chest emblem this summer. And I do have a couple of things on Bermejo. I've got the Batman Damned Bermejo signed and the Joker signed. I've got the playing card signed. So I've got a few things more than I'm really lucky to have some of my pieces signed by the artist, and it's in little places. So it's not like across their forehead or anything. But it's pretty awesome. Do you think they'll release Hush Catwoman in both? I don't think they will. I think it would be smart, but I don't think they will. I really hope the James Gunn DC Cinematic Universe is a massive hit. because if it is, I think it'll make it very likely that we'll get a lot of DC statues. I have been told that too. Like Prime One has said, if this new universe does well, then you could bet that they're going to bring more stuff out. But the movies have to do better than they've been doing. John, I'm sure they will. I'm positive they will. The thing about that piece is they have to show us more. It's not the suit that I want. Like I want just the classic Hush suit. Just guys, trust me. Stuff's coming. Okay? Stuff's coming. Just trust me on this, okay? Hey, Chris and Chad, I'm looking forward to know they'll develop that 1/3 Riddler. I wouldn't mind a bit in the Arkham style. Which would be your ideal style for him? For me personally, it's the Jim Lee. The bowler, just the plain green suit. That's the Riddler I want. I don't want the modern take on Riddler. I don't love the Arkham style. It's okay. What I saw Prime One show us is not what I'm hoping that they will do. Again, I'm sure the final product will look great, but what they showed in render form or the cartoony form, I wasn't into that at all. So, but I'm sure that what we end up getting will be good. Yeah. Thank you, Terry. That's what I figured you meant. Also, I got to save a spot for that alternate outfit. Tris, man, whew, that was a beautiful piece. Really just sexy piece. Beautiful. Heading off to church. Hope everyone has a great, amazing week. Can't wait to see what everyone posts this week again. Thank you, Chris. And again, thank you very much. And 119 of you watching, thank you guys very much again. Please hit that like button if you would do me a favor. That really helps us out. And again, thanks for joining us, JWR. I don't understand why the companies have such a hard time getting Christopher Reeve right. In my opinion, Hot Toys was the one that did him best. Rogman, I think that if Blitzway gets their hands on him, I think that they would do a really good job. Do you know what's going on with the Dark Knight sideshow? The second batch keeps being pushed back. I'm assuming it's just a factory issue. The other projects probably got pushed in front of it. Just have faith. I'm sure you'll get your statue. Don't worry about that. I'm assuming it's just factory issues. I agree, John. The fact that the Harley attaches to him and he's got all those different portraits, I'm sure that Joker's coming home to the Batcave. Thanks. Yeah, I've been lucky to get so many signatures. And again, I'm not done yet. I definitely want to get the Jimenez punchline signed. Do you think people buying from different companies now as Prime One and bigger companies seem to be doing the same statues? Has your direction changed? I mean, not necessarily. I still kind of have a vision of what I want, where I want it in this room. It's always going to ebb and flow. Things are going to come and go just like they always have, because there's always going to be new pieces that excite me, and we'll need to take the place of somewhere else. I'm kind of glad there's been this little slowdown for me because I've really enjoyed collecting the art. Like I said, I have gotten some big pieces from my favorite artists, and I'm probably going to be done for a little bit. I need to be done for a little bit and focus back on statues again, because there's a lot that I haven't pre-ordered that I probably should. It should ship. Yeah, absolutely. It should ship. And again, just real quick, while I have so many people here watching, again, Tuesday night, I'm going to do live unboxing, maybe with Eric, do a double live, maybe, because he's getting his the same day, but I don't know if he's going to do it on his channel or not. But anyway, Jokerized Jokerized bat suit. Easy to say. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Join me. But yeah, that one's coming too to the Batcave. Hopefully soon. I kept saying I think I kept saying the wrong name. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Smith is who I kept talking about the other night. Hopefully you guys knew what I was talking about. I realized, like, oh my God, I said the wrong name all night, I think. My favorite Batman collector. Well, thank you very much, Letty. There's a lot of great Batman collectors right here with us tonight. All right, you can tell my voice is starting to go, guys. I'm sorry. I've been really impressed with some of the custom Alex Ross statues. And that's the thing. There's been a lot of custom ones. So it's nice that they're also going to do a licensed one finally. Random Korean. I love your content. Wish I could support more, but currently drowned in a few order payment plans. Hey, no worries. No, just thank you for being here. Your presence is what it's all about. Thank you very much for being part of the community. I'm with you. Got LBS, Superman, and Batman pre-ordered. Waiting on what else is coming from them. Jay is fantastic. I think Jay sticks to his guns, which is great, and tweaks a little bit here and there. But he has a vision for sure for these characters. Yes. Still on Riddler. How are you on the XM? I'm still on the fence. It is exposed at a store in Stratford. I had it on order. I had it on order, but I canceled. I'm completely out of the samurai line. Thank you, Jimmy. We are going to get you drunk backstage on godlike statues and make you reveal all your statue company secrets. Oh, it would not take me much either to get tanked. That's the funny thing. So, thank you very much again. Thank you very much. Chris, if you only had to choose one Batman line, movies, comics, video games, cartoons, you were guaranteed to have the company of your choice make all characters, what would it be? It would still be comics or movies, but probably comics. Like if I could continue to have Prime 1 or Legendary Beast or whoever make, just continue to make really good third scale Batman characters and all the villains, like that would be my dream. I would love that. And that it all started with Sideshow. Sideshow was going to do all these villains, and it's taken 10, 15 years or whatever it's been to get to the point where we're finally starting to get Scarecrow and Mr. Freeze and some of these characters that we would love to have, Penguin. But it's taken a really long time. But that was always my vision. It was Batman surrounded by his villains in that one case. my collection was never going to go beyond that one fish tank case that I built. Batman surrounded by his villains. And, it just took so long that I had to look elsewhere. Prime 1. Prime 1 showcase Alex Ross, Superman, and other DC characters. Yeah, I think hopefully that line will do well, Frederick. I hope it does. I hope it does. All right. My throat's gone, guys. I'm sorry. I need to get some water. Been talking for an hour, so I do apologize. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Again, thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Again, please join me Tuesday night for the live unboxing. Hopefully, if both boxes show up, that's the plan anyway. Tuesday is the plan. If not, we'll go Wednesday. But anyway, thank you for tuning in again. I'm sorry my voice is going. But thank you again for all the gifted membership tonight. That was so awesome. And thank you for the super chats as well. I love each and every one of you. Hope you have a great rest of your week or start of your week. And we'll see you soon in the back cave. All right. Good night, everybody. Again, sorry about my throat. Bye, guys.